You're watching Two Button Crew.
The daily show for Nintendo fans.
I'm Scott.
And I'm Simeon.
Have you ever had a crazy YouTube crossover moment where one of the channels you watch, makes a collab with another channel that's cool?
Mm-hmm.
Well, today we're not doing that. We are going to talk about some hypothetical.
Hypothetical. I like that. Like cool and hypothetical.
I was going to say hypothetical followed by cool crossovers of Nintendo franchises.
Yes. So we're going to mix one Nintendo franchise with another. And they're doing this.
Yeah, we got Paper Jam coming up in like January or something. I think it's January.
Coming up soon.
And Star Fox and crossing over with Metroid was like the craziest rumor for the longest while. So if we could just take any two Nintendo franchises and just mash them into a cool crossover, or a hypothetical crossover, what would it be?
Smash Bros. I mean, no, we both picked...
Just two franchises.
Yeah, we both picked two franchises to match up and make a game of.
And we'll try to make the listeners want to play our pitches better.
Yes.
So let's do it.
So I picked Metroid and The Legend of Zelda, which seem very kind of opposite. Obviously, The Legend of Zelda is more fantasy, and Metroid's more sci-fi.
Yeah.
But here's my pitch. The time, the future, the place, Hyrule City. The characters, Link, a city detective, and Samus, a Federation police officer, which is what she did before she became a bounty hunter. So, yes.
Yeah. So she's the Federation officer and he's a detective?
Yes.
All right.
A mysterious gang lord is seeking to take over the region, and the two heroes must put aside their differences and join forces to get to the bottom of this mystery. So we have here Link and Samus. This is set in the future, so it's, Metroid timeline stuff.
Yeah.
And if we think, obviously Link, he exists, there's multiple iterations of him. It's not just one. And so his descendant in the future.
Yeah, because they're not just contained to medieval times.
Exact. Exactly. So we have Link in this futuristic setting with Samus, and you have to switch between the two of them and go through Hyrule City using their different strengths. So Link would be more melee based, maybe have some sort of laser sword or something like that. No more hero style. Epona is a motorcycle. We've discussed this sort of thing before.
Yep.
More edgier Link, cyberpunk Link.
Yeah,
and
maybe he's got a few tats.
Yeah, maybe a few tats, leather jacket, stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
And it would be a killer co-op mode. Can you imagine one person playing Samus, one person playing Link, going through, trying to solve this mystery? And I think it would be awesome. Open world style, like Legend of Zelda and Metroid both do really well. And it would be another shot at talking Link and talking Samus, because we've seen both before.
Does Samus ask Link if she can use her missiles?
No.
Okay.
No, we're a little bit more progressive than that. So Samus is gaining her powers. This is when she's, in the Federation police force. And so we get another shot at talking Link, which we only saw in the CDI games, which was really ridiculous. And another shot at talking Samus, which we only saw really in Metroid Other M, and people didn't like it. So
all right,
give them both another shot.
What if they could exchange items once in a while? Like, Samus can borrow the claw shot or something.
That'd be really cool.
And then Link gets the grapple beam. They realize they both do the exact same things.
Yeah. Both characters are the exact same.
All right, so here we go.
Here we go. Give it to me.
All right, so my dream crossover is Metroid and Pokemon. Metroid's a common theme between us.
Yeah, can you guys tell that we like the Metroid games?
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
But how would a Pokemon franchise figure into this? Well, something is amiss in insert your favorite Pokemon region here, maybe perhaps Kanto or Johto. Pokemon have suddenly turned against their masters and are wreaking havoc. Okay, so we've got humans in this game, and then Pokemon that are just on the rampage, turning against their masters. Only Samus Aran stands a chance against the beasts, and so she comes down to this planet. I don't know if it's Earth or whatever, wherever these Pokemon masters are. And because she's got a Chozo suit and pretty much superpowers and awesome weapons and everything, she is trying to defend the people from these Pokemon. So get this mechanic. Think back to Metroid Prime, your scanner that you had. Your scanner is now your Pokédex. So you gotta scan all the Pokemon.
Them all.
Gotta scan them all. Dun, 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 dun. And
Metroid.
You got some non-lethal beams at your command to try to subdue these Pokemon but not kill them. Of course, you're not going to be killing these people. And then, because they're not bad Pokemon, there's just someone behind this. There's someone that has bewitched the Pokemon. So you got to find out who is behind this. There's an enemy mastermind who has multiple henchmen that are controlling different types of Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's someone tasked with looking over the crazed jungle Pokemon and stuff like that. So they're kind of split up by type, and these would be your dungeon masters, or what are they called?
Leaders.
Gym leaders.
Dungeon masters. Played a little too much D&D lately, eh, Scott?
I have not. Okay, so you got your gym leaders there, and they, of course, keep the strongest Pokemon to themselves. Of course. So, so there's the Mankeys that are causing havoc and stuff, and you gotta go deal with those on your way to the base where, they've got the Primapes and everything. So, yeah, there's your gym leaders, there's your Pokédex, and then there's your Metroid action.
I think it's fantastic. I have two reactions immediately to this. The first is, I think this could actually fit into the current Pokemon lore, because the theory of I don't know if you've heard of the war theory, where it's mentioned in Pokemon Red and Blue, it's mentioned that Lieutenant Surge was part of the war.
Oh, really?
And there's only adults and mostly kids. There's a generation gap. So a lot of people supposedly have died. It's kind of a disfigured side of the country. So people suppose that there was a war that happened. This could play into that.
There you go.
So, and my other reaction is, what would PETA think of this? PETA would have a heyday with this game.
Oh, that's right.
But I don't care. I think this is a good idea. So we had some ideas that obviously we had to leave on the cutting floor. What were some of your ideas?
I almost built out Fire Emblem and The Legend of Zelda, because I think that those two series are pretty similar artistically, and they would go pretty nicely together.
Mm-hmm. Legend of Zelda RPG. Let's make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
And so
I thought of a couple of those. Rhythm Heaven and WarioWare. And
those would work perfectly together, I think.
Starfy and Kirby. I mean, just kind of put those two in a corner. They can do their own similar thing. And then Pokemon and Nintendogs. What was my idea for this? Well, like a Nintendog-styled Pokemon game where you just kind of take care of them and play games with them and train them. So,
okay.
Yeah.
That sounds very cool. Very cute games.
Yeah.
I think that those would win over the Nintendo crowd as well. So, who had the better crossover game? You decide.
Yeah.
You did this. I can't even talk. Wow.
Exact.
You guys decide. Let us know in the comments what you guys think. What you guys would like to see crossover.
Yeah.
From
Console
Nintendo.
doesn't matter. Whatever you own, you get to play this on. So pick your favorite one.
You pick.
Thanks for watching, and thanks for being a part of the crew.
Don't forget to like, to comment, to subscribe, and most of all, to share.
See you next time.
Signing out.